I need the other guy who's coming out there too. What's his name and badge number?
Lieutenant Stengel.
Lieutenant Stengel, huh? Well, have a smile on your face, Lieutenant Stengel. Well, you're in the wrong business then. On February 22nd, 2023, at approximately 1117 hours, I responded to the area of a couple of roads in reference to a neighbor problem. The reportee, who is identified as Teresa Ann Walker, stated that she was having problems with the neighbor next door filming her this morning. Upon my arrival at 1130 hours, I made contact with Teresa, who advised me while she was leaving for work this morning, she saw her neighbor, who lived approximately 2 houses down, get on his tractor and start recording her as she left her neighborhood. I guess it would be our neighborhood, but Teresa's neighbor was identified as Mark and was well known with the Vale District due to his multiple problems Mark has had with his neighbors. I advised Teresa that if Mark was on his property and recording, there was no legal action we could take as of yet. But she was advised every encounter where she saw him recording her, she was allowed to record him as well, and to call 911 to document every incident, as well as information to get an injunction against harassment, if she wished to do so. I gave her my name, badge number, and the case number. She was very thankful and advised she would continue to record Mark for every incident. At this time, I did not speak with Mark due to what I believe not meeting the threshold of harassment, as well as how far he was at the time recording Teresa. That's bullshit. They didn't want to stop and be put on YouTube. While leaving the scene, I observed the tractor where Teresa stated he was on top of recording her, which was approximately 75 to 100 yards into his property, as well as Mark himself approximately 50 yards into his property, recording deputies while flipping us off aggressively as we drove off. This concludes my involvement in this incident. And to all the trash at the Pima County Sheriff's Department, you bet your ass anytime I come upon this creature in public, I am going to film it. Here's a clip right now of this. Oh wait, I thought that was the right clip. Here you go. So to Dick and the rest of his minions, you can thank that lion Deputy Knurr and his sergeant for starting this huge mess.
911, do you have a police car, a medical emergency?
It's non-emergency, I would guess. I just want to report my neighbor taking videos of me coming around the corner.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back with you and take some more information. Okay, and I'm sorry, what were you trying to document?
I was coming down, and my neighbor that I've been having problems with for years was out there, and as I was coming around the corner,
okay.
he grabbed his
was this
phone
right
and
now,
started
or how long ago was it?
It was right now.
Okay.
And he started recording me.
Okay.
So I
I'm sorry.
told my neighbor...
Okay, hold on. You're not going to explain everything to me. So, and you said...
Yeah.
Okay. Your name and the phone number you're calling from? All right. Give me just a... And it's...
Yeah.
Okay. Just a moment. All right, and I'm sorry, your name?
Teresa Walker.
Teresa?
Yeah.
Okay, and the phone number you said is...
Yeah.
Okay, are you at home right now?
Yeah, I just pulled into my driveway.
Okay, what address do you live at? All right, so what I'm going to do is, do you know if the neighbor's still home, or were they leaving after they filmed you, or any idea?
They're still there. They're outside. They have
Okay.
this big blue bulldozer out there.
Okay.
I called my neighbor next door.
Okay, ma'am. Again, you're not going to explain everything to me. I'm going to have a deputy come out to your address, and that's who you want to explain everything to, and then they'll go over and get the neighbor's story. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
I
so
appreciate
much.
it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, before we continue with this story, I need to back up a little bit. This is a previous rainstorm, and as you can see, the developers have redirected the water and completely flooded out our road. After the rain stopped, I saw Terry and Gabby, shout out to Gabby, out here trying to fill in these big crevices with a wheelbarrow and some rocks. And since this is not a county maintained road and we're there to fend for ourselves, I have an excavator so that I can help clean up and fix the road when it rains real bad. Out of the 18 people that live on this road, there's only 3 of us that even do any work on that road. Myself, Terry's neighbor Robert, and Tim at the end of the road is the landscaper. That was the first time Terry had been out there because it was so bad, and she put like 3 rocks in the ditch and left. What she and her husband usually do is drive through this neighbor's yard that you're seeing here until somebody else fixes the road. And I put this clip in here because you're going to see her drive through this neighbor's yard in a little bit, and then you're going to see her come back and drive back through the neighbor's yard, stop, and have a conversation with me. Not only does she call the sheriff every time I happen upon her and want to pass her on the road, but the house you're seeing to the right of this one, she called the sheriff on him for harvesting his own food. He got pissed off and hung the bull's head on the fence so she could see it every time she drove by. What'd she do? Called the sheriff on him again. Psycho. Before I started filming, her go-to move was, not with just me, with anybody that tried to pass her, she would swerve at you or she would ride in the middle of the road trying to block you from passing. Did you make it through with your van?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
All right.
Dude, I was so worried this morning. I was like, man, my shit in the back is gonna go. Because I have those holding tanks.
Oh, shit.
And you jar those fuckers, I'm gonna have a big water mess.
Wow.
Yeah. I just don't really want to mess any further because we got that water line underneath there. And I think we need to add some dirt.
Yeah, if we can just get that one big dip right there, we'd be great.
I know.
I was thinking tomorrow, my van's at the shop right now. It's been a bad day for that. So don't even go there. But I'm going to find a place that's got those sandbags, and I'm going to go snag a shitload of them. And I'm going to put them over there. Keep that goddamn pond from coming this way.
Be careful, you be in the back of the sheriff's vehicle like I was. They ain't messing around. I stirred up the hornet's nest by calling the county on them. Oh yeah, they're mad.
And then I'll tell them, you motherfuckers don't ever call me again when you need your goddamn German Shepherd's groom now.
Yeah, exactly.
I groom a lot of sheriff's dogs. I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put them right. I just don't want it to come this way.
Well, I agree with you.
So I'm gonna put some fucking sandbags on my side to keep the water from coming through.
Sounds like a plan to me.
They can't stop me from doing it on my side.
Oh no, no, for sure.
Gabby, yesterday she wanted to go over there and steal that, whatever you call that thing, that stupid
Oh, the hay thing?
Hay thing.
Yeah.
Supposedly keeps water over there.
But it didn't work very well because
do us.
they had it around the whole thing. It didn't do very good.
No, it's not going to.
No, the water just pushed it away.
Right. Sandbags would be a lot better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna go over there and steal it.
All right. You guys ready? The other reason I wanted to put this clip in was because at the end of this, when I get done fixing the road for everybody, you're going to see the well. Well, I had to come over and get some water out of the well because we have some problem with the piping. The well has nothing to do with this lady, but yet she goes ahead and calls my neighbor when she sees me over there and tells him that I'm out there stealing water from the well. This bitch just never learned how to mind her own business. That's the problem. Got it, Sheriff Department? That's the problem. Well, I fixed the corner here last night, so I wonder if they'll try and call the sheriff, because I went up into their... I didn't go up into the area, but... This is just a little video clip of the next morning after myself and Robert fixed the road. We took this video so that we had documentation if we ever had to go to court for the flooding due to the housing development next door. Never thought I would need it for my psycho neighbor, but I'm glad I had it. We'll get back to the other story. Now, the sheriffs didn't stop, didn't give me a report number, so I figured that I'd drive my happy ass down to the sheriff's station and find out why the F that they came over to my house this time. Here you go. We're made it to the Pima County Dickhead's office at the fucking fairgrounds. Monday through Friday, huh? And yes, you're reading this correctly. These clowns think it's a felony to trespass at this little metal building at the fairgrounds. Crazy. How's it going, Rios?
Sir, what's it going? What can I do for you?
Good. I'm coming over here to see what the call for service was and who the two deputies that showed up at my house that didn't have the nerve to stop and let me know who they were and what they were there for. So if you could find that out for me, I'd appreciate it. You need the address or whatever. It was just a call for probably over there off of Old Vale.
Let me give you your name.
No, you don't need my name. I'm the one giving you the information here. So I'm asking for a call for service that was just in the last hour over off of Old Vale Road.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay.
I need the deputies, their badge numbers, your badge number.
They went there to your house? I just want to make sure I'm understanding what were you requesting, what were you asking?
There was a call to service
Uh-huh.
over on that intersection, and I was there. I know that they were coming over there to see me. They didn't have the nerve to stop and say anything. I wanted to get their names, badge numbers, and the call number.
What was the reason for the call?
I don't know. They didn't stop.
So you called them?
I didn't call them. Somebody else called them on me. You guys are out playing games with me.
Sir,
No, I'm not saying you. You guys, you're a group.
To get out as much information as possible.
I just told you all the information you need. Within the last hour, there was a call for service on Old... do I need to speak louder? A call for service on Old... within the last hour. Do you need the date today, or do you already have that? That's all the information I should have to give you for you to be able to find out the call. I'm sure there wasn't a lot more calls over there.
Okay.
And your badge number?
My badge number is 6316.
Okay, and what's the lady in the back there? What's her name and badge number?
You don't need her. Yes, you got mine.
Yeah.
What is... And I'm gonna call you back.
I don't need hers. She's
How can I get a hold of
is she a public employee?
Sir, how can I get a hold of her?
Is she a public employee?
Yes, but she's not a police officer. I am.
Yeah, okay.
So,
You still work for the public. Everybody should be identified.
Yes, sir. How do I get a hold of her?
How do I get a hold of you?
Yeah, so I can give you this information.
Ready? Old Vale Well, OLDVAIL, WELL, the number 1 at gmail.com. I need the other guy who's coming out there too. What's his name and badge number?
Lieutenant Stengel.
Lieutenant Stengel, huh? Well, have a smile on your face, Lieutenant Stengel. Well, you're in the wrong business then.
Taking the business.
All right. So
My business is getting your name and badge number and asking you to be cordial and respectful to the public. Okay, perfect.
So oldvalewell1@gmail.com.
Yes, sir. You can send the names and badge numbers of the officers and that call for service. Even if it wasn't for me, still as a member of the public, that's open records and I should be able to get it. So I'm just trying to figure that out. If you're going to send it over there to Amber at the main station, you're just close by, so I came over here.
All right.
So
I'm
I'm
gonna look into that.
Okay.
See what was going on.
What do you think the time frame is?
Well, I don't know what it is, right?
Well, if it's a call for service, if it's just typical call for service and you're going to give me the call number and the names and badge numbers, how long do you think it would be before I can see that email?
For any reason?
Do you have an emergency going on here?
All right, so give me about 48 hours. I don't give it.
48 hours. That's a little bit too long.
Well, that is a reasonable amount of time.
That's not a reasonable amount of time.
All right, sir. I'll get.
Are you his supervisor? Okay. And who's your supervisor?
Captain Hannah.
Captain Hannah. Okay. Where's he located? Is he at Benson Hwy? Okay. You guys just out here? Anybody else out here? The other two knuckleheads that came out to my house, are they out here?
What knuckleheads? You're referring to my deputies? We're not knuckleheads. I don't appreciate
Well, they're my deputies, not yours.
They work for me.
They work for me.
You too.
They don't
They're
work.
not knuckleheads.
They work with you.
They're professionals.
Well, no, they're not professionals when they come out to my house and harass me.
Did that happen today?
It happened the other day.
We're talking about
It happened a while ago. It happened a while ago again. It happened when Deputy Lumia came over and arrested me with Sergeant Douchebag.
Told you the amount of time you'll get it.
48 hours. That's
You're
reason.
done.
You think that's reasonable? I'm not. You don't tell me I'm done.
I'm telling you
This
that.
is
We have other things to do.
public
I wanna
public
get
space here.
back to you via that email. Is there anything else?
48 hours. You think that's reasonable to get me
I
back a
think
call
that-
for service?
I think that is
These guys came out to my house. I could have, if they would have stopped, I could
Anything I
have.
need to do?
I'm asking you a question. They came out to my house and it was a call for service. Had they stopped, I could ask them for a call for service and it would take them 30 seconds. Why is it going to take you 48 hours?
Sir, is there?
I'm just asking you a question. Why don't you answer? You're trying to ask me, is there anything else? What I want is you to answer that question.
48 hours is a reasonable amount of time.
You think so? I don't.
Research this information.
I don't think that's a reasonable amount of time, and we'll end it on there.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Yes.